Coming out of jail and then collaborating with an EDM artist, that's insane. That's insane to come out of jail, have the stardom, and then go straight into it. That's what X did back in 2017. X collabing with Diplo, actually making a song with Diplo. You know, for the longest time, I personally didn't believe that he actually collabed with Diplo. I thought he just took a beat and said produced by Diplo. But no, he actually produced this with Diplo. The song, Looking for a Star, was actually produced with Diplo after coming out of jail in 2017. Him coming out of jail, getting to the studio, going on his program, getting a beat from Diplo, and then recording this and posting it on SoundCloud, and then his mixtape Revenge later. Now, how did this process fully go? Well, Diplo detailed it in this interview right here.
The funny thing is, I'm published by this one guy named Ron Perry. He's my homie forever, and he's on Columbia Records now, and he just always he feeds me to all the new artists, like, oh, you can work with Diplo too. So he just sends whoever over to my house, and that's an appeal to a lot of people. And he came over, and we had already talked when he was in jail on Twitter a couple times, and he came over, and the beat I made was not good in my opinion. I was like, but he was into it. He was totally into it, obsessed. He cut the record real quick. I was like, well, let me get this vocal. And I said with Lena, I work on the song for 6 months maybe to make it awesome. But he's very impulsive. And I mean, he leaked it. I was like, well, fuck, it just sounded like shit. And he pitched it up in between a key where I couldn't even put auto-tune on anymore because he literally just sped it up in some shitty program. I don't know what he did it on. And I was like, well, people liked it or whatever, and it was cool, but it was just definitely I was like, fuck, this sucks. I wanted to finish it. I wanted to make it awesome. But that's the nature of the music he makes. It literally goes from computer to SoundCloud in 24 hours. That's just what it is, and that's the medium that he does. So I mean,
obviously you can hear that Diplo is super proud of the project that came out, but he still didn't think that it was good. He still didn't think that this should have been released because he knows that this wasn't complete. He knows that X fully just raised the pitch on here, didn't fully let the production be complete, and just let his creativity take over. It's cool to let your creativity go. It's cool because that's what made X different. His creativity and the way that he really showed stuff made him fully different, and made him different because he didn't care what other people thought. He wanted to make his creation up to him, and he wanted to live up to his own ideals and be his own manager in a sense. He wanted to show himself who he was, and he wanted to show the world what he was, and that's what he did. That's what he did within the song Looking for a Star, where he didn't fully let the production take over, and he took over the song and let it become an X song instead of letting it just become a song. Instead of it becoming a lost song, he just made it his own type of song, and it's fully different. The song is extremely different because it's a more EDM type song. It's a more song with a beat that's really made for quicker music. It's not the more sad stuff, it's not the more slower stuff, it's the stuff that's actually there in your ear, and it's amazing. Even the symbolism throughout this song, looking at the title, Looking for a Star. What could this be in relation to? Looking for a Star is in with relation to his ex-girlfriend, Geneva, as her name on social media back in that time was His Lonely Star. This is a direct reference to her within this, that he is looking for a star, he is looking for a star, he is looking for Geneva. Even though Geneva had all of those allegations out against him, there was still some mutual respect there. And we know that there was mutual respect because even in 2018, Geneva and X still met up. Even in these videos right here, you can see that X and Geneva are hanging out in 2018, a few months before his death, that a lot of people don't know about. Now, instead of getting off topic about that situation, I want to talk about the lyrics and actually show you what's actually cool about the song, what relates to Geneva within this song. Now, him starting off the song with, can't seem to explain a thing going on in my head. The memories seem to fade away with the thoughts in my head. Him saying that's hard to focus, him saying that's not always rainbows and sunshines, there's gonna be up and there's gonna be downs, and it's not always gonna be that clear. There's a lot of stuff going on in people's heads, you may have these negative thoughts in your head, you maybe have thoughts that you're not enough for other people, or you're not enough for this situation, or you're not enough for whatever thing is gonna come in you, and it's normal to be anxious about those, and it's normal to feel down about those situations. I even feel down about those situations, people in my life feel down about those situations. It's normal to feel type of way where you feel like you're not enough, and you feel like you're not doing enough, and you'll never be enough. That's normal, and it's normal here, even him talking about it. And I think the normalization of it gets overshone so much. We don't really talk about the normalization of topics like this, topics like not feeling the best or not being the overall best in that situation. We always talk about the best, or we always talk about people that stand out, but we don't try to normalize it. We don't really normalize situations like this. We don't normalize the feelings of not feeling enough or not feeling your best, and this being for any type of reasons, not having enough food, not having enough sleep, or even just that mental day when you're off. It happens all the time, and it's totally normal to happen. Even if you have these thoughts in your head, or you have memories fading away, or you don't know how things are playing out because you are constantly just not there, it's okay, because it's going to come back and it's going to swing right around. The same way that you felt good before, you're going to feel good again. And that's what X wants to preach here, saying that running from different enemies and the thoughts in my head. Him saying that he's running from these bad thoughts, he's running from these bad things that are holding him back, because he knows that there's good things still out there. He knows that, yes, there's enemies out there, and you know there's thoughts in your head, but if you run away from them, you call your energy back. I had a subscriber to me the other day tell me, hey, yo, man, you just have to call your energy back. If you call your energy back and you really hold it back to yourself, that's where it truly comes back to you, and that's where it truly starts to play out. Like, hey, yo, you know, like, I am the master of my life. I get to say what I want to happen. I get to say what I want to do. I cause what I want to feel like. If I want to feel good inside, I can make myself feel good inside. If I want to feel bad inside, I can make myself feel bad inside. It's up to you to do this, and you can run from these different enemies. X going into the chorus saying, where did you go as I slept? I can't seem to get out my head. Him saying and him believing that Geneva wasn't there for him. That yes, in that situation, she may have done something, and he also did stuff in that situation that wasn't the best, but she wasn't there to hold him down. She wasn't there to help him. And him saying that he can't seem to get it out of his head, no matter what, X feels like a prisoner. He feels like he can't avoid these situations. He feels like he's really held to these situations in a different type of way. He feels like it holds him back, and he feels like it's not good enough for him. You know, X just wants to be cared about, and a lot of us just want to be cared about when we want people that are going to be loyal to us and are going to hold us down. And yes, it's normal to feel that type of way in life, but the second thing that I really like to bring up, and the second thing is extremely more important than being held down, is holding yourself down and holding other people down. You know, the way that you show yourself is also a reflection of who you are. If you're going to show yourself to be someone really rude or nonchalant or not nice, then why would you expect people to be nice to you? You have to show yourself what you get back. What you give is what you get. It's showed in all these religions and showed in all these books. It's truly up to you to start to project what you want projected at you. If you want to be projected at as being like a good person, or being projected at people treating you nicely, you have to start treating other people that type of way, and it fully starts inside of you. And maybe in that situation, X was not the overall best person. I don't think he was the best person in the situation, and maybe that's one of the overlying reasons that things didn't go his way and things didn't go the way that he planned them to go, because all in all, he wasn't fully connected with who he wanted to be. He was saying what he wanted to do, but he wasn't fully connecting with such. I wept and I'll count the tears I shed. She sat there and watched as I bled. I've detailed other songs where X talks like this, and X says that yes, she's not there to help me, and she watches me bleed. She watches me really die inside. And yes, people are not always going to be there for you, but there's always one person that is going to be there for you, if you let them be there for you. And let me let you in on that. That one person that can always be there for you is you. You are that one person that can always be there for you. And if you're not even there for yourself, then what can I say? You have to be there for yourself in some type of situation. Yes, things are not going to be easy. They're not easy. And I'm just going to say that, and it's hard, and there's going to be stuff that isn't going to be fun, and you feel like doesn't have to be done. Put yourself in that proper mindset. Even if it's not today, it might be tomorrow. Even if it's not today, it might be tomorrow, and you could come back and be better than you were today. And you can always outgrow yourself and continue becoming better, because life is truly an evolutionary process. You were born as a child, and you're still not a child. You've grown up, you've become older, you become more wiser in this life. You become and you learn so much more every single day, evolving. So did X, growing from his old habits into a better person. You become the same every single day as well. Even if you don't feel like it's that drastic because your life's not on the pedestal, you're still at an advantage, and you are at an advantage because you have realized this today. This song truly captivates it, you know, that yes, people aren't going to be there for you, and you're going to be looking for a star, you're going to be looking for a savior, but no one's going to come save you from the sky. Once upon a time, you have to realize that you are the only one that can save you, and you are the only one that's going to come and help you in your life. Start with that and then grow from there. I truly wish that upon all of you, that even if you do have hard situations coming in life, that you realize there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that things do get better. It always does, because it always has been, and we made it here so we can make it as far as we want. Set those goals and keep growing, guys. So if you're new to this channel and you love the way that I talk, I do this all the time, guys. My name is Blue Vanity. I make videos about hip-hop, rap, spirituality, and XXXTentacion. So I make a lot of these videos. I make 2 a week. If you love the way that I talk, there's gonna be a video up here, Disney Channel style, that you can check out. It's gonna be similar to this video, where I really talk about something and break it down for you to understand. Second, if you love these, make sure to subscribe, because you'll see more of these, and these will show up in your inbox. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. My name is Blue Vanity. Keep smiling, keep growing, and keep evoluting. Love you. Take care.